Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And yes, you guessed it. We have yet another amazing guest this morning, my friends. Ori is from Israel, and I believe is still in Israel. We're going to find out here in just a moment. And has been creating and doing digital marketing here for some time, leveraging social media. He's now a part of our community, is learning, is growing, is doing everything that he can to become a better entrepreneur and a better marketer. And so we're going to learn his skills and see how these strategies and business models apply across all borders, across all countries and continents, and how this is truly as each domain says, www. Do you know what the www stands for on the front end of every single domain? World Wide Web. With that being said, Ori, welcome to the show, my friend.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Did I get that correct? Are you coming to us from Israel? Are you from Israel? Tell us where you're at.
Yeah, I grew in Israel. I live in Israel now, and now I'm staying in Israel. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, my friend. So
Yeah.
even through all of the turmoil that's going on over there, you are still running your digital marketing business.
Yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah.
And hardship is nothing new to you all over there. You have been, going through, your country has been going through hardship and trials and tribulations long before I was on this planet. So I understand that's nothing new to you or to your people or to your country. And I'm praying for peace and of course, healing and safety for everybody in that region, all innocent people and everybody in that region. My heart and my prayers go out to all of you.
Thanks. Thanks. Thank you. It's
You're
not only
very
thanks. Yeah.
So, my friend, let's talk about your business. Let's talk about what you've been able to do, what you are doing right now. Talk to us about, what led you to Legendary. I mean,
Yeah.
how did you find us? What were you looking for? Have you found what you were looking for in either growing or expanding your business? Tell us what led you up to the point of entering into our community.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, first of all, I want to say thanks to you that you invited me to this interview. And I want to say thanks to my friend Dor, his advisor in your company, is my friend from childhood from Israel, and he work as advisor in your company. He's the someone that get me into Legendary, okay, on the last March. So I want to say thanks to him before we start. So I want to talk about my way, about all the digital marketing. Look, now it's 2033, 23, but I'm sorry about my English, okay, if it's not like the American, because it's not my first language. So I just said before. On 2012, I was a basketball coach. Okay, that in Israel, basketball coach, I earned like $2,000. Okay, in Israel, it's like 800 shekels. Okay, it's $2,000. It's nothing. It's nothing. Okay, and at 2018, I finished my degree. Okay, and what I thought when I finished my degree that I have a job. Okay, I'm considered everything is okay, 9 to 5. So after I finished my degree, 2 weeks later, I found a job. Okay, and for a year. Okay, and I earned $2,400. And in Israel, I don't know if you know, but Israel is one of the most expensive countries in the whole world. Okay, the tax expensive, the cars, whatever you think, it's more expensive than I think any country, because we are so far from everything. All what we get is from outside, and all the what happened around the country, all very expensive. It's not enough. And so on 2019, I fired, okay, from my job, and then I opened my first digital business. Okay, I come from the sports, like I told you, okay, as a basketball coach. So I open a business, mental training athletes, okay, of mental training athletes. I learned how to coach, and this business it was 3 years. Um, we did amazing things. I had two salesmen, three coaches under me, and more than five digital courses. I learned a lot. Okay, what is such a business like more than 30 yeah, it was big. Okay, so I'm not gonna say anymore, but the dream of most of the people on the planet, they have their own business, but they don't know. Dave, I gotta say, business is a huge headache.
Mm.
No matter how much you have systems in your business with customers, when you need to sell your product, to give a service. You know what I mean, right? I'm sure you know, okay, because you have business. So I closed my business, okay, before 1 year ago, and then I start to make a digital marketing consulting. That's what I to do, because I have a TikTok channel of like 27,000 people from Israel. I have two Instagram accounts, one in Israel, more than 5,000, and the other one in English, more than 2,500. And I started to consult to people. Okay, in Israel, it's not just TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The WhatsApp is amazing here. Okay, I know in your country is not so well, but I believe in the WhatsApp and the emails. And what happened on the last March is that my friend Dor, okay, um, introduced, okay, legendary, and I did your $7 challenge. It's changed all what I think about business. Okay, and listen up. Okay, I know digital marketing. Okay, I know, and I just listen. Okay, I took all what you learn every day, and what I did, learn one day, doing, learning, doing. Most of the people, they just learn 15 days and doing nothing. I learned one day, took what you learned, put on my business. And this is what helped me to grow, not just to sit in front of the computer and say, I saw what they've learned. I know this, because if you don't do, you don't know. So to do things, this is really good important. What do you think?
If you don't do, you don't know. If you don't do, you don't know.
I gotta
Wow.
tell you. I gotta tell you. Okay, one friend that bought the blueprint. Okay, before like 1 month and a half ago, he told me that he has experience of 15 years. Okay, he has 15 years as a digital marketing. He bought the blueprint, and listen up, Dave. Okay, after 4 days since he got the blueprint, he did campaign ads on Facebook. After 3 days, and you know what happened after 3 days later? He removed the campaign because he thought you know what to do, because you have experience. Okay, so what now I want to talk about mindset. That if you
Mm.
come with the mindset that you can success. This is what I think. Okay, so what I'm doing now, do affiliate marketing to Legendary, and all what you learn, I'm doing here in Israel. So I want to say to all the people from around the world here, it works in every world. I'm in Israel. We are so small country. No more than 1 million people know English here, and I succeed. And I succeed. So this is what I want to say. So now it's yours.
I love it. I could listen to it all day. I mean, my friends. I mean, read the hat. Winners don't make excuses. My Lord, you said so much right there. I mean, first of all, you don't know something unless you do it. I love that. I love that you had marketing experience and that you also have business experience and you know and understand how difficult most businesses can be. And what a blessing that you have, amidst all of the chaos that is happening around you, in your area, in your land, in your region. You are home, you are working online, you are growing your skills, you are investing in yourself. I mean, what else? What? Think about this, my friends, everybody who's listening. If Ori is doing that in Israel amongst all of the things that are going on around him, why would we not take that opportunity, every single opportunity that we have, if we are in a place or a land of peace, in a place where we have the opportunity to be able to do that? We have the resources to be able to do that. We have we have the freedoms to be able to do that. We have the safety to be able to do that. Wow. Why would we not grow our skills? Why would we not invest in ourselves? Why would we not, even if we have business experience, why would we not, strive to learn how to do business more digitally, with more leverage, more online? And as you said, you came in, and it appears that even though everything's expensive in Israel, and I'm sure every dollar or shekel counts, right?
Yeah.
You also invested in the blueprints, and you're going all in on your education, which is powerful and very inspiring, because a lot of times here in America we have more resources than any other country in the world, and yet we also have more excuses than anyone else in the world, right? And I
Yes, of
love
course.
my country, and I love my people, and I love where I'm from, and I'm grateful to be here, and I'm proud to be an American. However, I also know what comfort and complacency can do for people's motivation and their goals.
Yeah.
And I love that we're hearing this from you. And I always like to interview people from around the world, in different parts of the world, who are overcoming different things than what I'm overcoming here as a Floridian in the United States of America. I mean, right now, my biggest challenge is that it's cold outside, and it's not even really cold. It's just a little windy, and it's probably about 65 degrees outside. But to us Floridians, that's cold, right? So when I look around at my life and I step back and I hear somebody like you talk, I realize, wow, I really don't have any problems. And I'm just really grateful for what I have and the opportunities that I have to be able to come online. Now, why do you think this is working for you? In what is different about what you're learning and doing now than what you've done in the past? Just so people who have owned businesses or who have done other forms of marketing or business ventures online can understand what you see the difference is. What do you like so much about our strategies, our business models, in what you are doing now and what you're learning now?
Okay, first of all, okay, I want you to know that we have a group in Israel. Okay, we have a WhatsApp group of almost 20 people. Okay, that bought the blueprint. Okay, we all the time talk together, making Zoom calls together. Okay, push each other motivation. You don't know this, okay, but we have a team in Israel of 20 people that push each other all the time. Okay, so I got to say this. We help each other, so your environment got to be in a fantastic mindset. And this is first of all. So if you take me 5 years ago when I started my journey on digital marketing, I would start with what you learn, okay? Because now when I have business, and who has a business that watch in our call now know what this is business. When you do affiliate marketing, I can't explain it. Okay, it's such a genius model. Okay, how you learned it, how you build. Okay, this funnel. Dave, you know how many challenge did I build in Israel? WhatsApp challenge, Facebook challenge, Instagram challenge, a viral TikTok challenge, and all what you learn in what you do in the $7 challenge. I took copy paste, and it works amazing. Okay, But if I look forward, affiliate marketing is the model that can bring you the freedom you want. Business don't give you the freedom you want. Affiliate marketing, this is the business model that can give you the freedom because you don't have customers, you don't have service to give, you don't need to make a phone calls. And Dave, I have a business in Israel. When I do one-on-one coaching, for people, it's time, it's my time, and I don't have power sometimes. I don't. And so affiliate marketing give you freedom. This is what I like in your model. And who is a business know what I'm talking about. And who want to make business? He had own products, he have own customers. I want you to think again. So make the affiliate marketing when you start digital marketing. This is the smartest way to start, because when you have this, you build your audience, and then you build your audience, you can sell them everything you want. For example, when I build my audience of affiliate marketing, what you learn in Israel, I made a course, the digital course, and I opened. People can pay me from today. When I opened the option that people can pay me, it was now just before the call. 20 people and join and paid me. Why? Because they trust me, because I have audience. So when you do the affiliate marketing, you build the audience. When you have audience that trust you, like you, like trust, this is the strategy. You can sell them everything. And I see Chelsea, I see Caroline, Becca, they have groups. Norma Rose. Exactly, yeah. And you can see all who succeeds. Caroline, Becca, they have groups, they have digital course. But before they had the audience, they had digital marketing.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm putting on the normal rules don't apply hat, because the normal rules of business don't apply here. You don't need to show up to a physical building. You don't need to invent a product. You don't need funding. You don't need an investor. This is one of the biggest things that I think we often overlook, is that you don't need an investor. You don't need a partner. It's nice to have a support group and an accountability partner and all of that, but you don't need to buy tools. You don't need to buy a truck. You don't need to buy kitchen equipment. You don't need to go to the bank and take out a loan. None of you need to go to the bank and take out a loan.
No.
You don't need to go and pitch your product idea or your business model or your business plan to an investor. You can start small and build from there. And that is why the core 4 business models that we teach go together so flawlessly, so perfectly, because you can come in and you can start by selling somebody else's product. And with a couple of low to no cost tools, a funnel builder, an autoresponder, you're up and running right away. No degrees, no certifications. One of the reasons why we don't give a certification away here is because that piece of paper ain't going to do diddly squat for you. Just the same way that if you go to college and get a piece of paper, that doesn't guarantee you a job. You still need to have experience, show up, do a good job, all of that. Pieces of paper don't guarantee us anything, my friends, except they are a receipt for something that we paid for. But we just send you a receipt digitally in your email for whatever you buy from us, because buying something is just the beginning, right? You can learn at home. You can learn on your own pace. Nobody's grading you. There's no absolute answers. You have freedom to be able to be creative. And the on the opposite side, there's all those pros, but the challenges are some of the things that we talk about every day on this show, which are my mindset, my limiting beliefs, me caring too much what other people think, me afraid to put myself out there on video. So help us to understand what it's like in Israel and what your limiting beliefs were. So many Americans, it seems, have so, and I don't know if it's our society. You tell me if it's the same in your society. Man, we care so much what people think over here.
Yeah, the same
Oh
day.
my God. Is it like that over there? And how are you dealing with that? And how are you overcoming that fear of what others would say or think, or just whatever limiting beliefs you have around, or challenges you've had around putting yourself out there and deciding to begin to build your audience?
Yeah, Dave, people don't think about you. People, all the people on the planet, every people think about ourselves. Okay, I think about me. You think about you. You don't care about me. Okay, I don't care about you. Everyone. Okay, so nobody. What I did to my mindset, it's to disconnect what other people think. They doesn't care. They don't pay my bills. Okay, and they don't care about me. They can see, haha, what is doing all those? It's a scam. No, what do you do? But you don't pay my bills, okay? Okay, you don't pay my bills, okay? Dave, I invested more than $50,000 in what I know now about digital marketing. More than $50,000. It's like 200 shekels. It's much money. But I got to tell you, when you have the digital market in the October 7, we had a war in Israel, like like everything okay. And my business went from like all what I earned. But when you know how to make digital marketing, you don't have worries in your life because you know how to influence some people by copywriting, by viral videos. So if you see, but you can't see because my TikTok channel in Israel, I have more than 500,000, okay, per video, so viral, okay. Scam, what are you doing? I don't care, okay. I know I help people, okay. Most of the people think what I'm doing it's like MLM, but who said those things? I just know that he doesn't know. He doesn't know what is affiliate marketing. He just doesn't know. Okay. And what's most of the people ask me, okay, before they start this $7 challenge? You know what the question, Dave? Maybe I don't know.
Tell me. Is
If
this
I
real?
start now, when I can earn money, how much time until I earn the first commission? And what is your answer to those people who ask this question?
My answer is never. With that attitude,
I didn't think this question.
never.
Okay. Never. Okay. So
That's the safe answer. For me, it's never, because you're with that attitude, you'll never make a dime.
with this
Only
mindset.
focus with this mindset,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
right? But I mean, obviously each person has a different experience. What is your answer to that question?
I don't know. Dave, I ran a marathon. Okay. I didn't tell you, but I ran for the 2 years, 6 marathon. For the last 2 years, 42 kilometers, So now if you ask me, I want to run a marathon. I don't know what your abilities. I don't know what you did in the past. I don't know how much you ran out. I don't know your weight. I don't know many things. Okay, so how can I give you a good answer? So what I tell to people, it's I don't know actually. It's up to you.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you learn on the challenge. It's what you do with what you learn on the challenge.
Yeah, the quality of your questions depends the quality of your answer. And asking that question, how fast can I make a first commission, it's a low quality question. It's a question that, as you say, if you ask that, no matter where you go in life, if I go into college and I say, how fast before my first paycheck? Well, the answer is at least 4 years, probably 6 years. And then you got to go out and apply for a job. And then you got to go out and get hired at a job and succeed at the interview. And then you have to actually do a good job and not get fired. And so with your business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, it's not as long until you have the opportunity. I think the better question is, how long before I have an opportunity? If I actually put in the work, how long before I have an opportunity to earn money? And the opportunity is there immediately. See, that's a better question to ask. And that's what we have to learn as entrepreneurs now that we are the boss, we are in charge. And with that freedom and that responsibility, comes a lot of freedom, but it also, there's challenges there, because ultimately I'm now responsible for executing, and I'm responsible for creating whatever results that I have. So if I ask you how fast before I can earn a commission, that's like an employee asking their boss, when do I get paid, right? You're still in the employee mindset. You're never going to make it as an entrepreneur in an employee mindset. So what I need to be asking instead is, I need to say, how long before I have an opportunity to where, if I go through the curriculum, if I set everything up, if I position myself to be successful, how fast do I have an opportunity to begin making money? And now we can work with that question, because that question I can answer and say, you have an opportunity to earn money almost immediately. I mean, as a matter of fact, you don't even have to take our education to have an opportunity to earn. Our education the opportunity already exists out there, friends. The opportunity is there. What we do here at Legendary is better prepare you for the opportunity. It's to give you more skills to be more successful with the opportunity. But the opportunity is already there. We didn't invent affiliate marketing. We didn't invent it. It was here long before any of us came on the internet. And it's been also expanded into businesses such as Uber, for example, where they've sort of modeled affiliate marketing, where they're connecting people who need rides with people who have cars, or Airbnb, who's connecting people who have houses with people who need places to stay. With affiliate marketing, is all we're doing is we're connecting people who are looking for a certain product, or let me say it like this, people who have a certain problem, with a course or a coaching program or an event or a product that gives them a solution to that problem. And so it's all about the quality of the question depends on the quality of the answer. And let me even take this a step further, if you don't mind.
Of course, yeah.
Whenever I'm asking a question, so one of the biggest challenges that we have when we are starting something new is, how do I become a good student, right? How do I become a good student? How do I actually get the most out of what it is that I'm doing? So I created a document that's called Asking Better Questions and Getting Better Answers, right? Okay.
Yeah.
4 simple steps to transform you from struggling to resourceful, clear, and successful. So before somebody asks a question, and this really applies to everybody, but if you're here in our community and you're trying to be successful, here's how I encourage you to think about being a student and asking a question. So first and foremost, before you ask your question, spend a moment to get clear on what your question is. Write it out, read it, and ask yourself, does this actually make sense? If somebody was asking me this, would it make sense? Say it out loud. Really read it. Think about it. Simplify and clarify your question if you can. Okay? Edit it until it's clear. One of the biggest things that we have that stands in our way of learning is asking clear, quality questions. So ask one question at a time, which leads me to the next. If you have multiple questions, settle on one question at a time. It will help whoever you're asking. You know how sometimes people are like, well, how fast can I make money? And what do I have to do? And right, one question at a time. What do I need to do first? Where is the starting point for me to begin to learn? Okay, I can give you that link. How much is it going to cost? Okay, it's $7 to get started to learn this. Or you can just go and Google it on the internet and you can learn it that way. Whatever you want to do. You can go to YouTube University if you want and shuffle through all of the information. We've just created a clear path, a powerful, proven way for you to learn these skills, right? Ask one question at a time. Here's where it gets really, really interesting. Very important. Include in your question what you've tried already and what you think the solution may be. Now, this is where we move from employee to entrepreneurship, is because now we're thinking for ourselves a little bit. Instead of just asking questions with our arms crossed and expecting somebody else to do the thinking for us, we're actually we're spraying the old do you guys have WD-40 over in Israel? It helps metal. It's like lubricant. It helps metal loosen up a little bit. So sometimes our critical thinking skills and our ability to think for ourselves has been it's frozen up. It's rusty because somebody else has been doing the thinking for us. And we're just used to sitting back with our arms crossed and somebody talking at us, giving us orders, telling us what to do. So if I have a question, I need to not just put it all on somebody else, but I need to also be thinking about what the answer or the solution might be. Now, here's where communicating like a leader comes into play. Communicating with humility, getting people to want to help you instead of just asking your question like this and saying, well, how fast can I make money? Nobody wants to respond to a question where you sound critical or skeptical or you sound
I hate this question, Dave.
Okay?
Hate this question.
Right. It's okay. It's okay. We're helping people to understand why it's a question, why it's a bad question, why it's a question that's not going to help them get what they want. Use phrases like, I'd love feedback on this. I'd love a different perspective on this. Do you have experience with this? Or do you know someone who does? It makes you look smart and rational to acknowledge as the question asker that there may be multiple ways to skin a cat. You should be ready for different answers and different viewpoints from different people based on their experience. And we eat the meat and leave the bones. We understand that different people are going to have different experiences, and it makes us intelligent and makes us sound smart when we respect and acknowledge that somebody has a different experience, and we don't just jump on them and try to say, well, I heard this from this person, right? That makes you look dumb and it makes you look critical, right? So we want to acknowledge that people have different experiences. And here's another big one that differentiates employees from entrepreneurs or unsuccessful. And employees are not unsuccessful. Employees are fantastic. It's fine to be an employee. It's just that if you want to start your own business, you have to understand that you are going to be the business owner. Check this out. Take responsibility for the outcome regardless of how it turns out. You are still the one executing the task. And how it turns out is 100% your responsibility. Own it. Your success will skyrocket as a result. Is that helpful? And what comes up for you, Ori, as I read through how to ask better questions and get better answers?
Yeah, to ask him, it's so to ask a good question, you get a good answer. So I think you said all what you need. Okay, I don't have something to say about it because it's all right. It's about what you ask. So it's someone who asks me this question. From now, I'll say never. Okay, how you took me now. But it's all about the questions we ask. Okay, the question we ask ourselves and other people. Okay, but it all starts from ourselves. What I ask my mind, this is the answer I give my mind. So who asked this question? He has an employee mindset. It's not bad, but if you want to be entrepreneur, you just need to change it. And in the business challenge, $7, when you're talking about it on day 4, day 5, you're talking a lot about mindset. And you know what most of the people tell me about those days? I don't need a mindset. Just tell you what I need to do to make money. I don't need mindset. But okay, if you don't need a mindset, what 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 is your results now in your life?
Oh,
What
you're
is
funny.
your result now in your life? I don't need mindset. Stop with the mindset. Just teach me where to click.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can already hear it. I can already hear it. Yes, my friend. Yes, I don't need mindset.
yeah, I don't need mindset. You might talk about mindset. Yeah, it's reminding LLM, all those things. Yeah.
Oh, we do that same thing here in America. But the way you said that was just classic, my friend. Oh man. People are funny, people are funny. And I think you make a good point. It's like, well, your best, if you don't need mindset, your best thinking got you exactly where you're at right now.
Yeah, your
Your
results.
be-
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. Think about that. Now, this humbled me. I was getting clean back when I was 25. I was struggling with drug addiction, homelessness, but I thought I knew it all, right? And so I came into recovery. I was trying to get clean and sober, and people were trying to share their experience with me and help me, but I was very defensive. Yeah, I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I was honestly mentored very firmly. And I had some great people in my life who said, David, son, your best thinking got you right where you're at right now. The best ideas that you could come up with for your life, the best ideas that you could come up with for your jobs and your financial situation and your relationships, the best thinking. And that's what I tell, that's what my message is for everybody else. And I say it with love. We've all been in a situation where we are struggling financially, have more debt than we know what to do with. We need to make money. We're desperate. Well, your best thinking got you in that desperate situation. Your best thinking, the best ideas that you could come up with for your life got you where you're at. And if that doesn't piss you off and make you humble and say, you know what? I do need help. I do need support, right? I am open to hear people's ideas. Then you probably are setting yourself up for another 10 or 20 or 30 years of disappointment. The ego is a very, very, it's not our friend, but it lives within all of us. And most of our egos are I'm going to say this loud and clear. I'm going to say this loud and clear. I will not make you rich, but some of these concepts that I'm talking about will make you rich.
Yeah.
Listen to this, my friends. Most people's egos are bigger than their bank account. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. Most people's egos are way bigger than
I
their bank.
I know everything.
Yeah.
Okay? When you think you know, you don't know.
Yeah. 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 So we learn that I know is usually something that a child or an adolescent says. This I said, I know. That's the 14-year-old version of David. And I was that person. It's not like I'm better than. It's not like I've never been human. I still can be egotistical. I still can be prideful. I still can be these things. That's why I have to get on this show every day and be honest and humble. That's why I have to ask for help and show up to our masterminds and our trainings and even these interviews with a learning, humble heart. I don't come on to be the guru. I come on because I realize that where I am today, I got here with the help of a lot of people, the encouragement of a lot of people. And so, brother, you're some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next? That's how we have to think as entrepreneurs. Some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next? I was talking to my buddy the other day, who's a great salesman, and he's really crafted his sales skills over the years from knocking on doors and selling windshields to people. Okay, that's how he's done it. That's the kind of sales he's done. And he says the best salespeople in the world have the shortest memory. They have the shortest memory because the no that you just got, or the skeptical comment that you just got, or the person who just, doubted what you were doing. And I'm talking to all you entrepreneurs. I'm talking to all of you right here that are on the show who are listening and learning and building. And sometimes we feel pulled down by the people around us or the negative comments. But look, why do I say salesperson? Well, some of you may say, well, I'm not a salesperson. Sales is a high income skill. So you need to consider yourself in sales, because either you're selling somebody or they're selling you. That goes for your husband or your wife. That goes for your children. Your children are selling you on what they should be doing, or you're selling them. Now, of course, you can use physical force, but nowadays you go to jail for that, right? So you have to be in the business of persuasion. You have to be selling, always be selling, right? And so, of course, what are we doing out there on the internet with these core 4 business models? We are mostly selling ourselves. We are selling our personal brands. We are selling the content, the knowledge, the edutainment. And so we are all in sales. And sales is the highest paid skill you will ever learn, sales and marketing. Okay? We just didn't call it legendary sales because legendary marketer sounds more badass. Can I get a hat? Right? Okay. So the person with the shortest memory is going to be the best at sales and marketing, because we cannot worry about what other people are doing, what other people are saying. Some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next? And just as my friend Zafra says, sales is service. Sales is service. This is the other thing that we realize about this business that we are in of sales and marketing, affiliate marketing, and the other core 4 business models, is that we are giving people the opportunity to make a powerful decision about themselves. We are giving people, we are presenting people with an opportunity to say, hell yes, I want change. I want transformation. Now, some people will not want that. Some people, when they say, I don't need mindset, I just tell me here's what they're saying. I want the result, but I don't want to do the work to get it. I want the result, but I don't want to change. I want to get what I've never had by being who I always am. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay? So you can't get what you've never had being who you've always been. You have to get what you've never had by being somebody you've never been. And you become the person, then you get the money. So some will, some won't. That's okay. That's why marketing is a numbers game. It really is. And we cannot get personally offended. We cannot let people's skepticism or their no's slow us down from our mission. Just like you said at the beginning, they don't pay your bills. They don't pay my bills. And so my mission has to be deeper and more important than their opinion. My mission, my family, my why has to be bigger and deeper and more important than their judgment or their criticism. My belief has to be bigger than their belief. Otherwise, they will and that is why mindset is important. Because if my mindset is not strong, if I do not believe in what I'm doing deeply enough, then I will get convinced by the naysayers and the negative people to cross over back to the dark side, because crabs love to pull other crabs down in the bucket. I'll stop there. What's coming up for you, brother?
Dave, people see what I'm doing about my viral videos on TikTok, on Instagram. And you know what they ask me before they want to start? If I start, do I need to make videos with my face? This is the option. This is what I need to do. can I do it without showing my face? What is your answer to those people who don't want to show their face? They don't
Well,
want to start because they don't want to show their face. And I want to tell you before I started all my entrepreneur journey, okay, when I was employed and I talked to my door from the company,
let me
he
give you my
helped
answer.
me a lot. And so I learned, okay, I did coaching. I learned coaching, and then the mental training helped me because all the time, okay, I came from the sports, okay, talk with athletes about their mindset all the time. So this is really helps me to get into this amazing mindset, okay. Now, and it's not enough. Every day I'm working about my mindset, about my beliefs, okay. I think about
Be,
it.
being in business, being an entrepreneur, if you want to make a lot of money, you cannot be in the witness protection program. This is not an anonymous 12-step group, right? Right? I mean, the witness protection program is for people who don't want to be known. Maybe they've committed some sort of a crime and now they're going in, not witness protection, but there's another, what's it called? Let me know in the comments, where a mafia guy, rats on his people. Maybe that is witness protection. But friends, look, if you want to be in the witness protection program, that is not entrepreneurship, right? You need to make yourself known. What are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid of? People are not going to buy from you and want to do business with you if you don't stand behind what you're doing. You have to be willing to stand behind what you're doing. You have to be willing to put your name on something. You have to be willing to shake a hand and look somebody in the eye and say, damn it, if you have a problem with that, come back and talk to me because I put my name on that. I stand behind that. And I'll tell you what, as long as we go back, see, nowadays, 2023, everybody wants to get all the benefits, but not have any accountability or do any of the work. I don't know what it is, but is long as you look back in history, there used to not be contracts in this land, this earth that we live on. There used to just be, you look somebody in the eye and you shook their hand. And if you didn't follow through with what you said you were going to do, there was big trouble for you. There was danger for you and your family, most likely, if you didn't pay your bills, if you didn't pay up, if you didn't follow through with what you said. So you shook a hand and you followed through. It's called integrity. It's called standing behind what the hell you're selling. It's called not hiding in the shadows. It's called stepping out of your comfort zone also and learning to build your courage. It's learning to step out and stand in front of the room and say, this is me. I'm here. I'm not going to hide anymore, right? So certainly there are some marketers out there that are very advanced in that have been doing this for years, that have multiple campaigns and multiple niches, that may be building pages and campaigns without showing their face. But nowadays, it's not a smart way to enter into this business with that mindset.
Yes.
Because the only thing that you're doing is you're telling the world that I want you to buy from me, but I don't want to be accountable to you. I don't want you to know who I am. I don't want you to ever see my face. I want you to give me money, but I don't want you to see my face. I don't want you to know who I am. And my friends, that's just not how the world works. The world doesn't work like that anymore. That is what people are afraid of. That's why people are so skeptical. That's why people think that you're a scam or that what you're doing is a scam, is because you don't want to really put yourself out there, right? But there's a shift that happens in people's energy when you say, this is me, I claim it, this is what I'm doing, and I'll be here even if you decide not to do it. Or if you take your time and come back in 3 months, I'll still be here. Now you're building trust. Now you're building reputation. Now you're building integrity. Now you're building goodwill in the marketplace. And there is nothing, just like you said before this call, you had 10 or 15 people or 20 people that bought something from you. Why? Because of your reputation, because of the trust they have in you. So we have to be, again, if we want to get something we've never had, my friends, we need to do something we've never done. And if you're afraid of something, run towards that fear. Step into that fear. Overcome that damn fear. And yes, you're afraid of going on the camera. You're afraid of holding the phone up to your face and pressing post. But that is because the software inside of your brain is the same software that was operating 1 million years ago when you were running from a saber-toothed tiger and you needed to keep yourself safe. You're still afraid of the camera in the phone the same way that you were afraid of a saber-toothed tiger or your ancestors were afraid of. We have the same brain. Friends, this thing is not scary. It's not bad. There's ways to keep yourself safe. The only thing that you're doing by not wanting to embrace it and run towards your fears and overcome those fears is you're just shortchanging yourself. Right. So again, I go back to my original point. Making money in 2023 online it's the opposite of the witness protection program. It is the take accountability, have integrity, and put yourself out there. And in doing so, you might, not guaranteed, you might build an audience. You might gain trust if you work at it, if you practice. You might build a business beyond your wildest dreams, but you will never do it if you continue to give in to your fears. And that's all it is. It's all fear. When I hear somebody say that, I know that they're afraid. And my friends, fear and success, they aren't friends. They're constantly butting up against each other. Because in order to be successful, you have to overcome your fears. Say what?
I'm afraid before we did this call because of my language. I wasn't sure, okay, in front of hundreds of people. But this is out of my comfort zone. I had opportunity, I take it. Okay, I take the opportunity. This is what I'm doing. And in digital marketing, you have 3 steps. Okay? You have one rule, one big rule. Who wants success in digital marketing? It's by 3 steps. No, people must to know you before. And after they know you, they need to like you.
Yeah.
After they like you, this is the most important part. They trust you. They can't trust you and to buy you before they know and like you. So they need to know, like, trust. When they trust, this is a good one. Okay.
And Grant said it right here. Grant Temple, what's up, buddy? Dave is right. I built a no-page face, got a big following, got a lot of leads, but it is so much harder to establish trust and get consistent sales. Yeah. So look, I mean, there's a training inside of our blueprints that teaches you how to do content, faceless content, and how to put out content without putting your name on things. We do teach this. But my rant right here, my answer right here, right now, is even if you're going to do that, which you need to learn how to do it. You need to learn how to do it because you're going to have to get a lot of traffic because it's going to take a lot more traffic to convert sales than if you have your face on it and people know that there's a name standing behind what it is that you're promoting and there's more trust. You can have a bigger business with a smaller audience if there's more trust between you and the audience. Yeah. My point is that if you are fearful of getting in front of the camera, that is the very thing that you need to be doing. The exact thing that this is what makes you great. This is what helps you step into your greatness is when you ask yourself, what am I most afraid of right now? What is my biggest fear? What am I most afraid of? Okay, getting on camera. That is the very thing that you need to do. I mean, the beautiful thing about life is that we are guided so clearly. Now, you can call it the God within, Spirit, Holy Spirit, your gut, your feelings, your intuition, but it will tell you exactly what direction to go in. It guides you by letting you know that you're afraid of this. And if you are afraid of something, it is always a sign to look into that. Now, obviously, if you're walking down the street in a rough neighborhood and it's a dark alley and you're afraid to go down that alley, dadgummit, use some common sense. I'm not talking about that kind of fear. I'm talking about when we are building a business, the very thing that we're afraid to do. Just like you said, I was afraid to come on this show today.
Yeah.
God bless America. Who isn't? But now you're here and we're rocking it. We're rocking it, man. And it always, when you do it, usually only about 5 minutes into it, you're like, man, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I'm here, right?
And opportunity. This is an opportunity that I don't know when it comes. Again, this is one opportunity, and about success, you need to take, when you have the opportunity, take it. Put your fear on the side. What could happen? So this is not my language. So what? What is going to happen?
Yeah. My friend, what have you learned about yourself recently through this process? We're talking about mindset, we're talking about transformation. What have you learned about you recently that you could share with us about your journey of personal development and growth?
I think what I learned the most is about my skills. What is the most important is how to build my funnel. Okay, how to get into my head of my audience, to know what they think, what they think when they go to sleep, to know what make them emotional. Okay, to talk to my people. Okay, Dave, you talked before about people that need to trust you, right? And when people buy from me the challenge, okay, they trust me. Okay, are you agree? They trust me. When they get to day 5, they ask me, what do you think about the blueprint? I mean, because they trust me. And if you don't have a face, they can ask you. And then I can give my advice because they trust me. And then if someone trusts me, he can buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, great, man. And I hope that you're realizing that you can overcome any tech challenge, that with perseverance, with with support, with the resources that we have here, if you ever run into any challenges, we can help. There is nothing too big. There is no problem too big that we can't handle, that you can. And you know what? The beautiful thing, especially about some of the tech stuff, and I know some of the tech stuff is scary to a lot of you out there. So was everything that you did at the beginning. Every tool that you've ever worked with, everything that you've ever done that you were new, you were scared of it. You sucked at it at first. Just like this. This is like, and you know what? There will be a time in the very near future to where you do this in your sleep. You do it right in your sleep. You're able to just do it without even thinking about it. And that's the same process that we all go through when we do this. I mean, nowadays I can zip and zoom around funnel builders and I know exactly what my page needs to have and all this different stuff. Whereas in the beginning, I was literally just throwing spaghetti at the wall. But you know what helped me was just getting in there and playing with the tool. I mean, I think about, how do you become a great painter? You got to pick the paintbrush up. You got to put paint on the paper. You got to start painting. How do you get good at baseball? You got to take swings. You got to just feel the bat. You got to take, like anything, we have to get in there and use it. And when we use it, rather, if we don't use it, we'll lose it. And if we never get in there and use it, we'll never learn. Ori, this was wonderful, inspiring. I'm so glad that you walked through your fear to be able to be on here with me this morning. I know that you were just sharing that as just an example of fear that you were having. I know you wouldn't have missed it, but it's just been a real pleasure. And again, I'm praying for safety and peace for everybody innocent over in your land, in your region. Thank you for tuning in with us this morning from Israel. It's just been a real honor and a pleasure to have you on, my friend.
Thank you, Dave.
We'll talk to you very soon, brother. All right, my friends, you can follow Ori over at Ori the Affiliate, and that's ORI the Affiliate, spelled exactly how it sounds. Ori the Affiliate. He's over on Instagram. He also happens to be on TikTok. You can find him on TikTok as well at Ori _peer, PERR. I'm gonna put his banner on TikTok up here just for a quick moment as well, just so you can connect with him there. If TikTok is a place where you would like to connect with him. Ori the Affiliate on Instagram, Ori _peer on TikTok. My friends, tomorrow we're going to be doing Wake Up Legendary. I will be doing it here, and then I will be headed off to Orlando for our mastermind. And for those of you who are coming, it's going to be a great weekend. I can't wait to see you all there. If you have a chance to be able to come to a mastermind in the future, take that opportunity, because it's truly a wonderful, life-changing, transformational experience for everybody in the room, not just you sitting in the audience, me, all of the speakers. We are there obviously to give information, to teach, to train, to work with, to interact with, to answer questions, but it is truly a transformational and growing experience for everybody in the room. And so I can't wait to see those of you who are coming there, and hope to see and meet each one of you in the near future, hopefully in 2024. And once again, Ori, thank you so much for a wonderful show. Just a very empowering, truly legendary episode. If you all want to get a text message reminder whenever we go live each and every morning, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, right here on this Facebook page, you can text the letters WUL to the number 813-296-8553. Again, the letters WUL stands for Wake Up Legendary, to the number 813-296-8553. My friends, this is just an honor and a pleasure to do this. Thank you all so much for the wonderful comments for both myself and Ori. It truly was inspirational to have him on this morning and hear from him halfway across the world, at least where I'm at. It just goes to show that anything is possible when you put forth some effort, and when you really apply yourself and have the mindset and the attitude that we talked about today. Don't give up, my friends. You're worth it. It's worth it. Stay legendary. Get out of here. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode. Peace.